Welcome back to the Formula Podcast, episode 7. I am Mitch. I am your host, your high, handsome, and highly favorable host, Mitch. That is Real Money Mitch on Snapchat and Twitter. BX_Mitch12 on Instagram.
12.
And if you hear my voice, you know I'm with the broski.
Yes, sir. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. We had number 7.
We had number 7.
Number 7.
They're starting to add up now.
Yeah.
They're starting to add up now. I see you on Clubhouse now.
Yeah, bruh. I'm on Clubhouse. I'm trying it out.
Don't know how you feel yet about it.
Shout out to Kickswell for the invite, by the way.
Okay. And we have our executive producer in the building, Breezy Bree. The lovely Breezy Bree, as always, here. And we have a live studio audience. Shout out to Denise.
Yes. She's here. My sister. What's
Your
up?
actual sister. This is his blood relative sister.
Yeah, she's not. Yeah, no, that's mine.
Speaking of family, I want to give a shout out to my youngest brother, Elias, who is a huge fan of the show. He contacts me every week.
Shout out to Elias.
He says that he can't wait for our show. He listens to our show first thing every Monday. So I want to shout you out, my brother. Love you.
Since we're doing shout outs, hold up. I gotta give a shout out to my nephew because today is his birthday. It's Saturday today, March 26th. Happy birthday to Marco.
Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday, young king.
22.
I remember when he was young. Now he's grown.
Yeah, bro. I remember when do you
remember when we were 22?
He was a baby. When we were 22. I felt like we were the kings in the castle.
Right? Now we the old heads on the block. We the unks.
We just have more wisdom, that's all.
Speak for yourself.
And some extra grays.
Yeah, I have a lot more grades, and I don't know how much more wisdom I have. People call me dumb all the time.
Nah, I don't mean it.
So listen, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. We want to thank everybody. Stupid. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If this is your first ever episode listening to us, welcome. If this is your 7th episode, thank you for supporting us from day one. We really appreciate you guys. So we're going to start off this week a little different. We're going to talk about some shit that we talked about last week and how we ended with Miami.
Oh, like follow up. Okay, so we following up now.
Last week we broke the news, even though they heard it after the news was already broken. But technically we broke the news.
On Saturday.
Miami went under lockdown.
Yeah.
And they were under curfew because of spring break. So supposedly, not supposedly, the curfew is extended until April now. Way past April.
Jeez.
So thank you, spring breakers, for coming down here and fucking shit up. Speaking of which...
Yeah, definitely fuck shit up.
Speaking of which, Denise, where you from? Where do you live now?
I live in Jersey.
She lives in Jersey. So you can blame people like Denise coming down here during this time. No, she wasn't in Miami.
Definitely wasn't in Miami.
She wasn't.
Listen, people from here and like people that actually live here and have been to Florida, like,
we don't go to South Beach.
We don't really go to South Beach like that.
It's played out already. You do that a couple of times, but after a while, South Beach is played out. But it got crazy out there. Did you see the pictures and the videos?
I saw a lot of videos, and that shit was wild. It looked crazy.
It looked like a war zone.
Yeah, it was. I don't even. Why all the hate and why?
I think it's just a mixture of restrictions, people being locked up for a long time, them getting a taste
like
of freedom,
just
and
so
then
unnecessary. With all the shit that's going on, you would think people would be on their best behavior. You feel me? Like
hell no.
Not even like
hell no. This summer,
like you can still have fun and not wild the fuck out and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like have some shit like that happen.
Let me tell you guys, and I'm sure everybody already knows, this summer is going to be crazy outside. Everybody's gonna be outside. Everybody. We spent the year indoors, bro. And you talking about them kids and stuff.
But there should be like if you're getting out for the first time, you should be happy. It shouldn't be on no like
you would think.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody should be in a good fucking mood. You leave the house like, hey, what's up?
I saw a video of a fight in the airport.
Yeah, I seen that one too. That was pretty
bad.
Like
people are fighting everywhere, and then again,
people just angry.
Are gonna be hot.
It's because like on some real shit. Like we don't get political on here at all, but like it's just because of how divided everybody is. Like I feel like it's more divided now than it has been in a minute. So it's like,
you know, who knows? Maybe we were always this divided. We just didn't have a platform to spread that division. You know, because at the end of the day, I have friends who are on other sides of the aisle, but I wouldn't know because we don't have those type of conversations, and we don't care if they're good to me, I'm good to them. Type of energy. Now it's just the problem is that now I know Nancy tweeted that she is some racist bitch, and I didn't know it because she didn't act like it. So it's a whole different thing.
It's like a weird empowerment.
I don't know anyone by the name Nancy, by the way. That was a whole hypothetical.
You don't know no Nancys?
I really don't know. I have one Nancy in my phone.
I know a few on Instagram, but that's about it.
Well, shout out to all the Nancys.
Shout out to the Nancys.
We missed last week when we were recording our show. We actually missed a Versus episode between Ghost and Raekwon. No, yeah, Ghost and Raekwon.
Wait, yo, Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. Two members of Wu-Tang.
A lot of
Versus.
Wu-Tang fans out there still.
I saw that it did really well. I'm really upset that I missed it, but I watched some of the clips and the highlights. It looked like a good show. Verses are always good for those who love music, especially like 90s babies.
Like some history, yeah. Like there's a lot of history behind,
a lot of culture, a lot of good vibes.
There's a lot of lots of hits and shit that go way
but
back.
They from the same crew, so I don't know. Did they play the same songs?
Maybe it wasn't a battle. It was just two dudes getting together.
More of a celebration?
The catalog type of. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a celebration of music and them.
Versus is always a celebration, and I hope that it continues in some way, form, or fashion after the pandemic is over. Shout out to those legends. Speaking of verses, Trina said that she wants to do a versus with Lil' Kim.
Trina and Lil' Kim.
I think that would be good.
It seems like it might be good because
I think I'm a little biased though because
Lil' Kim, because you love New York artists. We all know this by now. We all know this by now.
I love New York artists.
I feel like Lil' Kim represents New York,
and Lil' Kim was Biggie.
And Trina represents the South. Like for her time, she was like one of the biggest artists out of the South that was female.
Yeah, so. And Trina was that she really was that bitch for the South. Like,
yeah, for sure. Like and she had some good hits. Like she had a few songs with Wayne.
She had songs that we bumped to too.
Yeah.
Trina was that. Well, let me ask the ladies here, and I'm gonna need y'all to say this on mic for our fans. Okay, Trina and Lil' Kim, Bree, who do you have?
Probably Lil' Kim because she's probably got more hits, but personally, I'd pick Trina because I like more.
Bree's a Trina. Songs. Yeah, she definitely likes Trina.
South, I like more Trina music.
She had that 15 in the trunk back in the day, bumping some Trina.
So personally, Bree says Trina. You would pick Trina personally to win a versus. So stick with that. You don't have to say that you think Lil' Kim will win if you think Trina will win personally, because there's no declared winner in these. So it's who we like.
I feel
most.
like it's just like Denise, if you consider it.
Denise got Lil' Kim, but Denise
Kim,
also she's a up north New York chick, and Lil' Kim was that.
Another biased opinion in the house for New York.
We have a lot of New York bias in the building, and Bree, who's from the South, of course, went with Trina because
Yeah, I mean, but
do they? They're kind of two different. They're two different genres.
Do they match up?
To me, they're not even in the same category or level. Like they are because they're female artists, but they're kind of on different levels to me.
So you don't think that Trina's on Lil' Kim's level, basically? Like you don't. Okay.
I think
so. Lil' Kim is like
I think the only problem with that, they may be just in two different time periods.
Yeah, that's
so
really
because the time periods don't align, because Lil' Kim was more 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, with her and Biggie, like mid 90s.
And Trina picked up the torch from Trina picked up the torch from the 2000s.
Well, late 90s too. I think Trina came out 98, 99 or something like that.
I would say late 90s for Trina. I believe. I mean, I could always fact check.
She was a Trick Daddy on his label, and they're still doing things together. And then you have
and Trick Daddy's had some songs back in the day too.
And then Trina had the way with Wayne.
Yeah,
but Kim still had Big, bro. I'm gonna have to go Lil' Kim. However, when they do verses, remember guys, I said this on a previous episode, that I judge this on a variety of things. Not only their catalog, but also their performance, their energy, their style.
Yeah, we should make some kind of point system and share it with the people after.
And I don't know how
the verses.
No, I'm not even gonna say it. I don't want to take no shots at Lil' Kim.
What'd you think about that? Have an actual point system.
Yeah, we should.
We could rate.
No, because what happens is that some artists would start to feel away. Some artists will pull out because they wouldn't want to lose.
No,
I feel you, because
if they
lost, they would feel some type of way.
It would hurt their career.
But no, I don't think it would hurt their career.
You don't think so?
No, because if both artists, their streaming numbers go up every time they do.
Everybody is nostalgia, but everybody.
Yeah, but you're not gonna stream one artist less just because they lost. You're not gonna be like, oh fuck you, you lost the verses.
Because I would be like, oh okay, whatever.
Yeah, I'm still gonna stream if I like one artist more than the other, and said that he lost. I'm still gonna stream it. However, I think they should do a point system, because then you can have round two. You can have certain artists go up against other artists that we've already seen. I would like to see Fab again, maybe versus Luda.
Yeah, we should do even if the people already went. I feel like, like you just said, we should do somebody that went against a new person.
We talked about that before.
I would still watch it.
Yeah, no, I would still watch it. Yeah, but like we said before, people's egos would get in the way of that.
I
So
guess.
that would
Yeah. I
be
mean, that's always a
unfortunate.
thing too. Like when, with ego aside, bro, you could get so much more accomplished. Like, just don't be that guy.
Speaking of egos, you think the reason Mike Tyson wants to fight Holyfield again is because Holyfield beat his ass twice?
They're trying to do part 3.
Yo, if I'm Holyfield, why would I even agree to fight Mike Tyson? Like the last time we was in the
Yo,
ring together,
Holyfield,
you bit my ear off.
you might lose your nose this time, bro. Like you don't know. Like
Mike Tyson.
Mike is a little, you know.
For
how
all
he
the
be.
Generation Z listeners that we have, you should Google Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield's old fights. Because Mike Tyson was at the prime of his career when he lost to Holyfield in part 1.
Yeah.
Then they fought again.
Yo, but Mike bit dude's ear
In the fight too,
In the second
in
one.
the second fight, because Mike was getting dominated in that fight, and then if you guys didn't know, Mike Tyson bit a piece.
Yo, because Mike was the angriest dude in all the lands. Like, you know, he's a different
Mike
cat,
Tyson
man.
is an embodiment of irony, because he talks real crazy, but he'll knock you the fuck out. He'll knock you the fuck out, and then he also, like, you want to respect him, but at the same time, you're like, man, I can see this guy has brain damage.
He's been through some shit. I mean, he already, like, I'm not trying to talk shit about Mike Tyson. Obviously, he was
Yes,
fucking
because God forbid we ever run into him.
run
and we
into
know
Mike Tyson
got a-
somewhere, and he'd
ego.
be like, "Yo, you was the one talking about me."
you can do the impression. Oh, let it off.
I don't want to smoke, Mike. I don't want to smoke.
Oh, I didn't even know you could do it.
Nah,
Oh, that's a good
that
one.
was the first time I ever done that, actually.
Really? That was a
Yeah.
good impression,
Yeah.
y'all. I have to say that. Nah,
Oh,
yeah, I don't want no problems with Mike Tyson.
I
But,
know.
but it's an exhibition fight. They're not even these, right? Because these don't count for anything.
Nah, they
And
don't
they're
count.
old
It's just
men.
for the sport. But I mean, like, do you really want to see two 50-year-old dudes fight in a boxing? I mean,
Yeah, why not?
People
The-
definitely
the-
gonna watch.
Yeah, they'll
of
definitely.
course,
They'll
it's a,
definitely.
yeah,
love
it's a
you.
fan grab for sure. Like,
Yeah, it's a
people
bag grab.
It's a bag grab.
Didn't
Yeah,
you just have a fight when we were in Vegas?
he fought.
Yeah, he did have a fight.
Roy
with
Jones.
Roy Jones, and it was an exhibition. I think it was a draw or some shit. Like,
Yeah,
and I
that's the
think
reason why having
And I think if it
exhibitions.
gets too aggressive, they call the fight. So in reality, it's trash. So maybe that's why Holyfield said, "I'll do it."
I feel like it's for pure entertainment purposes.
Of course, it is. It's a bag grab.
Like
It
they
just
have
to
like
be
an
bag.
agreement beforehand. It's like on some wrestling shit. Honestly, it could be like
That's probably exactly.
like they
what
have
it
like
is.
an arranged winner, but they're just doing it to get some. You know what I'm saying? Get money, of course, but like, you know what I'm saying? It could just be like all like a
It's a it's
a show.
It's a money play. It's definitely a money play. I would. And who the fuck wants to watch boxing for an exhibition? If I watch boxing, I want to see someone knock the other person out.
But this is becoming a thing now, bro. Like with the whole dude. Who's that dude from the YouTuber?
One of the Logan brothers is fighting Floyd
he
Mayweather.
he keeps on, and look, he's the one that
Or-
knocked out my boy.
Burger.
No,
Nate
no,
Robinson.
Nate Robinson, bro, knocked him
he
the
knocked
fuck
him-
out.
Yep.
Like so,
And they're both fighting. I think one wants to fight
and
Conor
he has
McGregor
a huge
in MMC.
He has a huge following too, and like he's the one that's actually getting eyes on the sport. But a lot of boxers, like the purists, they feel like it's disrespectful.
It is kind of disrespectful because
he's making a mockery.
Canelo
Yeah.
is hands down to me the best fighter out right now. Hands
Canelo?
down, Canelo, and he lost to Mayweather, but on some bullshit, and he was so much younger.
I don't know if
like
he's-
Mayweather would not be able to stand toe to toe with
I don't
Canelo
know if he's
today.
the best boxer. Like I don't think he's the best.
The only loss he has
He's
in his resume is to
he's probably
Mayweather.
the biggest name right now.
I know so many people that be mad at you for saying this right now.
Of course.
Of course, no matter what you say.
Shout out to y'all. But I feel like there's other people that, because I don't follow boxing like that. Like Canelo's probably the only person I could name off the top of my head from the boxing.
Because he's the
world.
biggest star right
'Cause he's
now
the biggest
in
one.
boxing.
Yeah, exactly.
And for people who watch boxing, Canelo, right? Anybody? You watch boxing? Canelo's
What
the
other
biggest star right now.
male boxer do you know the name of that's active right now? Other than like the people that have retired.
Floyd and Canelo.
Floyd, he's already retired.
Yeah, but Floyd is fighting right now. He has a fight lined up for with one of the Logan brothers from YouTube.
Oh, he said he agreed to it?
Yeah, he agreed to it.
Like, it's legit.
He's fighting
I
one
heard
of
it
them. I
was
don't know
like-
which one it is. They kind of look alike, and they're both Logan. So whatever. Sorry, that sounded some type of way. Forgive me, but it's one of the Logan brothers. That's what I know for sure. But yeah, Mayweather's fighting him, and that's trash. And everyone thinks that Mayweather's disrespecting the sport of boxing by doing that, and he should fight Canelo. But you know,
I mean, it's bringing eyes to the sport, yo, and they desperately need it.
yeah, because boxing is dying, and UFC is definitely taking over.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't see a problem with it, but I'm sure I see why. There's always going to be that person that you piss off,
True.
regardless of what you do. So
I was thinking of a question this week that I wanted to bring up, and this is for everyone who is listening to this episode. I want you guys to comment. I thought about this, and I thought it was very interesting. Would
right.
you rather?
would you rather?
Would you rather be right, or would you rather be liked?
Right or like?
Right. Would you rather be right, or would you rather be liked?
I would rather be right because I know I'm right. Like, I don't care. Like, you can only...
But who the fuck would care if you're right if nobody likes you?
I mean, if all you worry about in life is people liking you, I don't know if you're going to get very far.
But then that kind of goes to, why do you care if you're always right?
Because in my heart, I know I'm right. Like, nigga, when you know you're right, you're mad confident. Like, I'm right.
Okay,
Like, unless it's some scandalous shit, but like...
But this is an either or question. So, and again, I want everyone to chime in on
Like,
this.
if I know I'm right...
You don't give a fuck if you're liked at that point.
I mean,
You're like, yo, you can hate me. I don't
for
give a
one,
fuck.
I would
but
want to
know
know
that
why me being right would have so many people against me. I need to know what we're talking about exactly. But,
obviously, it's a hypothetical question.
Yeah, I know.
But no, because, I thought about this. A lot of people argue sometimes, and it doesn't matter whether you're right or wrong sometimes in an argument. But I feel like sometimes in the moment, you can... In trying to prove your own point or trying to be prideful...
Oh, you take it too far.
You can end up hurting relationships, or would you rather just say fuck it, I don't need to be right, and people enjoy me? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I asked a couple people this question, and they were like, this is kind of like a chicken and egg type situation.
Yeah, because you have to get more in depth in exactly with the situation. Like, because it really depends on a lot of things. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just say one or the other without knowing more information, I feel like.
In a situation, regardless, right?
Yeah.
In the heat of a situation, and you know that you being right, you being correct, let's say that you're correct in whatever you're saying, and you being correct and making your point across, but that meant that you would lose that relationship, regardless of you being correct, would you still do it for the principle of being right?
To lose a relationship, like, depends how invested it is.
Any relationship.
If it's not any relationship, because if I met somebody 2 weeks ago and I'm like, yo, go fuck yourself, bro. Like, nah, like, no.
But you would say that to someone even if you met over 2 weeks just on the principle of being right?
If I'm like, it really, you can't just be like, yeah, I'm gonna be like, I'm right, sure. But if I know that I'm right,
and y'all get what I'm saying?
If there's like a debate between right and wrong, I don't know. It depends on. You can't just say you're right without knowing like what you're right about. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a.
Well, I feel like we could kind of deep dive this, because in reality, most people in all arguments think that they're right, and then sometimes when we hear something that doesn't compute in our brain a certain way, we swear it's not true. So let me give you a hypothetical example. When I told you that Jay-Z had 22 Grammys, that number sounds crazy in your brain. So in your brain, it'll automatically go to, okay, that's not true.
Then you got to fact check it.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So.
But in that case, it's like you can't say, okay, so say if you were convinced that he had 15, and then you're like, no, he got 22, and the person that thinks he's 15 is going to be like, nope, he's got 15.
See, like, I want to be the person that says I don't care if I'm right. I don't care if I'm right, and I will have that relationship. But I'll definitely be capping, and I'm not gonna lie to our audience. Like, I do have a problem sometimes of having to be right, that I fuck up relationships.
You feel like you constantly have to be the one in the right all the time. Like, you can't compromise. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
most times, yeah.
That's what most relationships are.
Mitch is petty.
Yeah, I'm petty. I'm very petty.
Petty.
I'm petty. Everybody in the room just call me petty. No, I'm trying to grow, man. I'm trying to evolve. I'm trying to be a better person. So as we evolve, we have to notice like the traits in ourselves that we do. So I thought about that sometimes, like
Yeah.
And then there are times where I'm
That's
like, yo,
facts.
fuck that relationship. I don't give a fuck. I'm right. You gonna hear this? You know what I'm saying? That's
I mean, if
most
you,
of the time,
but
though.
if you're willing to just throw out a relation, like if you are like not
No,
listening
sometimes
to
we take our
any
relationship.
of like the
Time out. Sometimes we take our relationships for granted, and we know that person's not gonna go anywhere. They could be angry at us at that moment, so we don't give a fuck. We're going to get our point across.
Yeah.
If you're in a relationship, I'm sure you do that shit
Obviously.
all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you right, like you don't give a fuck. You're gonna make sure you're right. You know they're not gonna leave you over you just being right. And then who's to know who's really right?
Nobody's ever really right, bro, because there's no like unless you're talking facts, like legit facts on paper, like numbers and shit. There's no
Everything's
really,
perspective.
Everything is perspective. So there's no really ever really any right or wrong. It's like this person's view, that person's view, and y'all don't see fucking eye to eye. So you have to make it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Huh.
sometimes it's just. It depends on your.
That was a good
your
question,
mindset.
right?
That was a good question. Yeah,
I thought about
absolutely.
that. I thought about this week, and I wanted to share with the audience. And I felt like I want you guys to engage on this as well. So tell us, like, if you, what is more important to you? Would you rather be right, or would you rather be liked? Because also when you're branding, when you're trying to brand yourself as well, you want to be liked because likes are dollars.
I mean, that's what people live for
energy
now.
you bring.
That's
Exactly.
what social media age is.
Exactly. Now you could be right, and then being right just makes you the asshole, and people like, okay, nobody wants to know it all. You know what I'm saying?
It gets to the point where sometimes, like, sometimes you just want to be like, why? I don't care about being, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you just gotta be like, fuck it.
Everyone comment
Get this.
and tell us what you guys think. Whether you rather be right or would you rather be liked? I feel like that's a really interesting,
It's intriguing.
yeah. So other news: weed is legal in New York. Weed is now legal in New York, Jersey,
And why?
Everywhere is just legal. And
It's
I
about
feel
to-
like
yeah.
as it gets more legal, more people that are incarcerated for weed should all be released. I feel like it's a stupid ass
think
law.
for
And
sure.
this country is now making money off the same thing that we incarcerated people for to make money off of.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
if you think
we're not
about how redundant that, like how much of a slap in the face that is to people,
yeah, it's
like,
fucking ridiculous.
It's crazy.
And we're not gonna deep dive into like the politics of it all.
Nah.
But
I mean, the good news is the weed is legal
the weed is legal.
now in New York.
And I
So-
feel like now that you make it legal, it makes it less dangerous for certain, type of people who want to enjoy smoking. There's
Now,
no
is it
reason, like,
recreationally or is
yes,
it?
weed for recreational purposes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
no.
I thought it was.
Yeah, that shit's legal for medicinal almost everywhere. We only celebrate it for recreational.
Well, here right now in Florida is only by prescription only.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, we live in Florida, guys, so that shit is not legal for recreational purposes. If that shit is found in your car, you can actually go to jail.
yeah, they don't play.
They do not play, especially in certain parts of Florida. But for medicinal, it is legal. However, it's a different vibe. Like when we went to Vegas in November and we were smoking while walking
Yo, everybody
around
was
people
smoking.
and everywhere. You can smell it everywhere.
Like when we walked, we would like maybe walk down the street a block or two, you know what I'm saying, just to look around. And every time we walked, there was always somebody in front of us, either lighting up or putting out.
You
a
can
blunt.
smell it everywhere. There was dispensaries
Always.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
I mean, obviously we were on a strip,
I
so
was like,
there's
holy
gonna be
shit.
a lot there, and it gains the most tourist traffic. So you're gonna
Well,
have a
Vegas
lot
needs
more.
it now, especially now since they shut down last year a little bit. I don't know if they actually rebounded fully from that yet, but it's starting to get better. I heard, like even from when we went, it's
That's
starting to
what's
get
up.
better.
This is I definitely want to go back under different circumstances. We'll see if we ever make it back out there. The mountains and all that shit. That was beautiful. That was a trip of a lifetime.
Yeah, that was great. I like
But no, I say that
the
all that.
views.
The views. I say all that to say this, that Florida needs to hurry the fuck up and get on board with recreational marijuana. And it just makes it a lot safer for other people. I love it.
That gets
You know
hard.
what I'm saying? Like, for example, my mother shouldn't have to have a drug dealer. My mother wants weed.
Bruh,
she
again, you can't be.
I don't
You
care.
can't be
I don't
putting
care.
moms on blast like this, bro. You know this shit is.
Allegedly, if my mother wanted to smoke weed, she shouldn't have to have a drug dealer. Okay? She should be
They
able to
actually-
go to a CVS and buy a pack of, pre-rolled joints and Live happily ever after.
Just enjoy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. Jesus, guys.
You can't be putting mamas on blast like this, bruh.
My mother smokes weed. I smoke weed with my mother. We enjoy it. We have great conversations.
Jesus Christ!
Shout out to my mom. She probably definitely enjoying this part right now.
Yeah.
She probably smoking while listening to this.
What's up, mama?
Ready to text me right now. I heard your little comment on your show.
Yeah.
I heard it.
She definitely gonna talk shit to you.
She listens to all these episodes. Shout out to mama. We're going to take a quick break and shout outs to Big Blue Mobile Spa. That is Big Blue _mobile_spa on Instagram for your mobile detailing service. They'll come to you anywhere, any place. They have foam spray wash, dirty rims, no problem, hand wash, and hand wax. Hit them up. They're very affordable. If you're in the South Florida area, let me make that very clear because I know that you can listen to the show anywhere. So only if you're in the South Florida area, hit up Big Blue Spa. That's Big Blue _mobile_spa for your car detailing needs. You know the vibes. So Pepsi is doing some shit that nobody asked them to do, but they wanted to be innovators, I guess.
Isn't this I feel like this is a trend. Like,
Yeah, for
these
real.
companies just want to be talked about, and they're like, yo, let's do some stupid shit so people can talk about how stupid we are. But guess what? At the end of the day, it's publicity.
And nobody asked for this. For those who don't know, of course, you guys don't know what we're talking about, so let's explain it to the people. Pepsi and Peeps are teaming up to make a marshmallow cola,
Oh my God, bro.
a flavored cola.
I mean, I guess first of all, I don't really
do you
know.
like Peeps? The Peeps candy, the marshmallow Peeps, Easter
they're
candy,
weird.
like
They're weird.
never liked them.
Like, it's basically at the end of the day like a marshmallow.
It's disgusting. I don't think anybody likes them. I never see anybody eat them. And
No, there's somebody
I'm sure
that likes
there's
them, bro. Somebody likes them because they're still in business. So somebody's eating Peeps, bro.
Who is this, and why are you psychotic?
Somebody's fucking eating Peeps, and I want to know why. Please write in the comment.
You know, there's one person that listens to this. Like, yo, I fucking love Peeps. I wait for Easter every year.
Tell me
just
why
to eat
you
some
like the
Peeps.
taste of Peeps, and if you convince me, I
Like,
will
people
buy
like
a whole
black
pack of Peeps.
licorice. How is black licorice a thing?
Oh yeah, I've never really been a fan of
Who
licorice.
has that much trauma in their life? That black licorice
That's just delicious to them.
is a tasty treat for you.
I don't know, but obviously, again, somebody's buying this shit. Somebody out there likes that shit. Listen, people are into weird shit, all right?
I get it.
And we're not gonna get any deeper than candy, but I'm just saying, like, people are into some strange shit. You feel me? So I
Who out
believe it. There's
there
somebody out there
eats
that likes
the
licorice.
black licorice. You ever had a jelly bean and it was the black licorice one?
Yeah, spit the
Piss
fuck
you
out.
off. It pisses you
It
off.
ruined your whole day. You
It
have
ma-
to make sure you had more jelly beans so that if that ruined your entire like your whole palate,
Yeah,
and you don't have like another one to get
Yeah.
the flavor out, you're fucked.
You need to drink something, yo. It's the worst taste to get out of your fucking mouth. Nobody likes that shit.
You know what used to really make me mad? When I was a kid, when I used to really have like jelly beans and shit, and I always thought it was a grape one, and it ended up being a licorice one by mistake. And I was like, like just
You know what's a flavor also? I know we're going off on a whole tangent of candy that we don't like.
about candy
I know.
licorice.
You know what's another flavor I don't fucking like? What is it? Root beer. Root beer
Nah, I
flavored
fucks
candy.
with root beer. Oh, not the candy.
Like,
I
you're-
like root beer though.
Oh my god. What
Yo, you don't
insane
like root beer
person-
floats?
I don't like root beer at all. I know some people do like root beer, so we're not gonna get into that. But root beer flavored candy is disgusting.
No, I've never had
I
root
also
beer
don't
flavored
like.
candy.
Well, I could go down. We could go down this rabbit hole. all day.
This is just a fucking.
Yeah,
This is
we
a
could go down-
session of what Myth don't like, and he's gonna tell us
We
about
could
it.
go down this rabbit hole of like
Yep.
candies that, to me, make no sense.
What is it?
I said we could go down a rabbit hole of candies that
Oh,
I think
that
makes
just
no
don't
sense.
make any sense?
Make no sense.
Did you ever have cigarette candies when you were a kid?
Yeah, the powdered sticks that you
Explains
pretend
a
to.
lot.
Fuck you.
Burn.
Yes, I had all that stupid shit. I had the gum and the fake phone.
Oh, I definitely had all
You
that.
know,
And that- and
the
I feel like
baseball
that's
gum.
made of the same shit as the Peeps.
Nah.
It's just a different color.
We're not big soda drinkers, so I don't think any of us are even
That's what I
going
want to
to
know. Who's into this? Like, there's somebody out there that's like, yo, marshmallow soda. Oh my god,
Yeah,
I have to have it.
That's not it, and that's a lot of sugar. Oh, and speaking of combinations that don't make sense, they do that shit with cereal too. There's like,
Oh my god, yo! I
fucking-
saw a meme actually the other day. Now it's a meme, so I don't know how factual it was, but it had like a bag of sugar and like a can of soda, a can of juice, and like stuff like that. Is it facts?
That's facts.
Oh, so
Bree
Bree
says
approves.
facts.
Bree says it's facts,
A meme. That's a picture.
and it's legit. It shows you how much actual sugar is in the shit that you drink, and it's really disturbing.
Yeah,
Why
nah,
so much sugar?
no, listen, everything has sugar, and then you give that shit to children.
And they're addicted to it.
Yeah, that's why they're bouncing off the walls. Breakfast is a great start of your day.
Just have some cookies with milk. Like,
I used to love that cereal though.
did you ever eat?
Say it again.
Let's have 62 teaspoons of sugar in one cereal bowl. Like,
Yeah, like hey.
used to give you cake for breakfast.
Oh my god. That explains a lot too, man.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you have an addiction to cake.
I love cake.
Ray loves cake.
Fucking love cake, yo. I'll bake a cake for no reason, just cause it's Sunday.
Speaking of cake, shout out to Katie's Creations. If you want a custom cake, hit up Katie's
I
Creations
don't
on
know.
Instagram.
I like to bake. Yeah, shout out to Katie. I like to bake though.
I see. I know.
I'm like a baking ass motherfucker.
Do you ever bake while being baked?
I bake while barbecuing.
Wait, what?
Bake. I'm baked on what?
Really baked.
You're definitely baked right now.
I bake while baked and while wait.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. It's always one episode where Ray has a. Even if you don't hear it,
This
guys,
is how you
Ray
know-
always has one episode where he gets so high that he can't. The words don't.
Cause I got the mouth. My cotton mouth is hitting hard body right now.
I said, "Do you bake while being baked?" And then you said, "I bake while barbecuing."
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. Because I bake while baked. I guess I could have added ed in there. I bake while baked and wait, damn it! I keep throwing the while in the wrong spot.
Oh shit!
God damn.
I'm
just gonna stop
Speaking
talking.
of bakes and sweet goods, Krispy Kreme donuts will give you a free donut for the rest of the year if you're vaccinated. Show them your
Why?
vaccination card.
Why?
It's
We were
an
just
attempt-
talking about the sugar shit. Look, they give away free sugar. Hey, go get the shot and we'll give you sugar for
Yeah,
life.
that's kind of weird. Like, yo, listen, you can do something healthy for you, but now come be
I mean,
unhealthy with us.
People
if
really
you
like
choose to.
Krispy Kremes. Like, that's probably something I've
I
heard.
understand that the what is it called? The
I've never had a Krispy
The
Kreme.
intention is supposed to be good, but
Yeah.
you know. And then speaking of vaccinations, Miami Heat, they're doing something where they're gonna have a section for only vaccinated people. So
Sounds like segregation.
yeah,
Kind of suspect.
This shit gets a little dicey if you start thinking about it, and then we, you know,
I
I'm
don't
trying
know,
to
bro.
avoid from digging
It's the
deep
beginning of
'cause
the Hunger Games, bro. It's splitting the seas. Like, what the fuck is going on?
There's gonna be a section for just vaccination people, and then speaking of vaccination, surveys show that 50% of people. This is an actual survey. I don't know what survey, but the survey shows that 50% of people are nervous about getting back to normal after everything.
There's gonna be a new normal.
Even, you know what I'm saying, after the
Like,
fact when
yeah,
everything's
like
open up,
actually being
there's
around people,
50%
you
of
mean?
people
Like-
that feel nervous about it.
So
And-
half the people
Yeah.
that they asked,
Yeah.
they were like either yes or no. Yes or
Are
no.
you nervous?
I don't know if I have me. I'm not nervous. I just feel like I need to like introduce it back into my life slowly.
Right, I gotta take you on a couple of days
Like,
first, and that you
I
can't
need
get
to.
sick.
I need to like dip my toe in before I just like here I am and just jump head like you know what I'm saying
Right.
head first.
I want to say that this show is not going to tell you guys whether you should or should not get vaccinated as a personal choice between you and your doctor. Also, whether you choose to do so or not. Again, we have no opinion on the matter.
Yeah.
So, just a disclaimer for you folks out there. And whether we get vaccinated or not is none of your business. So we won't share that either.
Big facts.
Okay, just a disclaimer for everybody out there that it is what it is. We're just letting you guys know the news about vaccinations and what is looking like out there. I love it. What the rules are out there. There is a law that's going to be that you can travel abroad only if you're vaccinated. There is that coming into play.
I told you about that, and
So-
I think it was episode 1 or 2 that we had spoke about that they're gonna have these like these little passes that they give people that travel. It's almost like a boarding pass. I mean, not a boarding pass, but what the hell are they called, babe? A passport.
You didn't know what a passport was, bro?
I couldn't think of the name, motherfucker. I know what a passport is.
Yeah, one of the cruise lines just announced that
Hold on. Denise, come to the mic.
one of the major cruise lines actually just announced only vaccinated passengers.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now that I'm not getting on no cruise no time soon.
Yeah, bro. Like I
That's
feel
the
like
last thing, because God forbid you get sick again.
Listen.
They showed you how they treat you on the cruise.
before Corona, we already knew that those boats had an issue with shit spreading on the boats already.
Right.
That was like a precursor of what was to come.
We have dogs, guys. Ray has his babies here.
I'm dog sitting for my
Ray has
babies.
his babies. We have a couple Yorkies
My
in the
fur
building,
babies.
so
Okay.
just want to let you guys know if you hear a little growling, it's not my
It's
stomach.
not Mitch. Mitch is not growling.
If you hear the rumbling, it's not me.
It's not.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
cruise
dude.
is the last place I want to be. They just because the country showed you what they would do to you, God forbid, they're
Do you think that's one of those industries that could like bounce back on some like GameStop type shit?
on some like for the
Like it's about to
system.
go out of business almost, but like
I don't think they will go out of business. I just think that there's it's a lot of
people lost their
I
flavor
don't know.
for
Listen,
fucking.
I see everybody outside, bro. My timeline is people in the clubs, packed shoulder to shoulder. I see people out and about. You know, we live in Florida again, so Florida's been open. It's a different type of demographic and breed out here. But even
Yeah.
even on social media,
It's
Atlanta,
definitely different, yeah.
Atlanta is crazy. New York, they're closed. Jersey closed.
I feel like I
They
forget
have
that
the nightlife
sometimes.
open.
Pretty open, to be honest with you. Jersey's open.
Yeah, I heard Jersey's open,
Yeah,
but New York is
Okay.
still
Everybody
on.
from New York coming to Jersey.
Yeah, like New York is still on a lockdown pretty much. Like they're just now reopening shit, but like New Jersey's actually almost fully open.
And Jersey got legal weed. Well, now New York does too. So
I think that's why they did it to make the
To keep
people
their
calm the
people there.
fuck down. Like
Jersey called New York like, yo, make that shit legal so they can stop coming over here.
yeah, they were like,
Nobody
yo,
coming over
let's
here for that Zaza.
just do it.
But what were we talking about? Because we went off on a tangent.
Cruise ships.
We talking about cruise ships. Yes. No. Fuck that. Again, they showed you how they treat you. If there's another virus or outbreak, they will leave you out in the ocean for fucking months.
Throw your ass off the boat. Man.
Yeah, like, you ain't gonna leave me out on no boat for 2-3
Nah,
weeks.
bro,
No,
I
I'm jumping
can't.
off, man.
That's crazy to me. Like
I don't know.
I've only been on a few cruises. I had a good time.
People committed suicide
But-
off of the cruises. A few people committed suicide off of the cruises.
I've
being
heard a lot.
stranded on the
Yeah,
Red Sea.
I've heard a lot of shit like that about
mental
the,
health.
about
Mental
the,
health is a real thing. I would go crazy too.
No, there was
Um,
when COVID first started happening, people were stuck on those boats for like 4 weeks. They were
Yeah,
not
that's
letting
right.
them off.
That's-
They were
imagine-
quarantining them. Like
I
they were
forgot.
not letting people dock traveling,
Yeah.
and they just would sit in port for like 4 weeks. And on top of that, things were happening where like the boats were getting backed up, and there's just shit all over the hallways and the floors. They didn't have enough food. It's crazy.
Some people
Yeah, that
Yeah, no. So I
That
don't,
sounds insane.
I don't know when's the next time
I forgot about
Okay,
that. You know that
hold
like
on, hold on. I have to make a disclosure. I've never been on a cruise. Okay.
oh man, Mitch,
And
Mitch,
I don't-
that's a sad story, Mitch.
Got on the boat.
And and I don't think I'm good. I plan on going on a cruise anytime soon. Maybe in my 50s, I'll hit a cruise, play some bingo, and gamble and shit. I
That's
might
when to
some
do
of
it.
that. Yeah, that's when to do it.
That's
just
when to do it.
catch some rays. So Sesame Street has they're premiering 2 new black Muppet characters to speak about, racial
So that-
topics and to educate. To educate.
Is it
'cause,
at least
Sesame Street's
2 new
educate.
characters that they just have, like that they've recently created now that they're gonna be specifically black?
I think Sesame Street trying to be politically correct, but at
Is it like
at the end of the day, if
2
if
months?
it's educational.
You feel me? Like I feel like they're trying too hard almost, which is like I don't know if that's like I don't know. It's like a weird, it's like a sticky situation. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, if it's
Like, I know
educational,
why they're doing
if
it.
it's educational and it's positive,
Yeah.
then go
Of
for
course,
it.
I'm all for it. I'm saying it's not like I'm just like speaking. You know what people might be thinking. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I got you. So moving on, we haven't done the stupid news segment where we choose a headline. But we do have one headline that I definitely want to bring up this week.
Stupid news.
And I don't know if it's stupid because I feel like I need all information. But let me give it to you guys.
All right, let me hear.
So of course, if it's stupid, it has to be Florida.
It would be right. It wouldn't be right if it wasn't Florida.
It wouldn't feel right if it wasn't Florida. Florida woman.
Oh God, you have ready.
A
You
Florida,
got me hooked already.
A Florida woman. A Florida mother, excuse me, let me correct that. A Florida mother is facing charges after allegedly fighting a student on a middle school campus. She went with a boxing glove and fought a middle school student, bro.
Yo, she's like, yo, little boy, come get these hands.
No, it was a little girl.
Oh, it was a girl?
Yes, she fought a little girl.
What, like legit?
You didn't know about this? No. Yes, a woman, a mother. She was a mother.
But what's the reason?
Yeah, see, Denise
like,
is
nah,
here, and Denise is the
more
mother, and she said,
information
what's the
required.
reason, right? Right, because Denise, in her brain, she was like, that sounds messed up, but I might have to do that shit. Like, I might be the one to put a boxing glove on this little bitch
Yo,
square
some
up.
of these kids be disrespectful, yo. That's probably not the first time she was disrespected by somebody that.
Or maybe her child was being bullied,
Or that.
you know, and maybe she said, listen, you
We're
want to
not
bully my
condoning.
child.
We're not condoning this behavior. We're just saying
I'm
might
going to be honest. And
understand why it happened.
I'm going to be honest, and here we go again. Sorry. I can see my mother doing some shit like that.
Oh
I
my
promise
God!
you.
Again, Mom, he's sorry. He don't mean it.
No, in my group chat, she definitely said. In my group chat, she said, "I would do that for my kids any day." I'm like, "Mom, but you need to know the context first." Like,
Hey, she's
and then
about that life.
the lady
like,
put
yo.
on a boxing glove, so she didn't bare knuckle the child. Like,
So she was smart about not leaving bruises. She was
yeah, I don't think that will hold up in court.
Would like to know.
like we talking shit and laughing about it, but if you think about it, it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I know that.
Like, think about the kid that got beat up, or the girl that got beat up. Think
Yeah,
about
their
being her
family.
parent. Like, yo, somebody's mom beat your ass?
I know this is kind of fuck. This is supposed to be a stupid news segment. And we're all in here like fighting for the like. Wait, hold up, because we all
Nah,
see
because I'm
ourselves.
just thinking, like, I'm processing what you just told me. So, like, I
Right.
thought about the lady with the gloves and the anger. She must be, like, that whole car ride, she's pissed off.
And you guys can fact check me, but if I'm not mistaken, she had one boxing glove. So
Oh.
I feel like she gave that child a shot.
She put on her strong
Like,
hand.
She was like,
She was like-
listen, bitch, I'm a pro. You want to disrespect? I don't know the facts of this, okay, guys? So this is going off my brain. She walked up to the child and said, okay, walk you through it. Listen, bitch, right? You keep disrespecting my child. So I'm going to put one hand behind my back. I'm going to put on this sock and bop it glove.
Sock and bop, was it a real one?
I don't.
I
It
think
was a real boxing glove,
yeah,
but
I
I'm gonna
think
say
it
sock
was.
and boxing, so it
No,
makes
yeah.
it like lighter. Okay. So,
Light in the mood.
and I'm gonna and then we gonna fight because you think you're nice with the hands of my child. The only thing is, it's a middle schooler. Like, would people feel less bad if it was a high schooler?
Definitely.
Because
Like,
at middle school, I
Middle
think I
school,
would
you're
want
only
my
like
child
11.
to kind of
What,
fight
you're like
back.
11, 12, 13 in middle school?
No, 13. I think you're in high school, bro.
Sometimes.
Depends.
Sometimes.
Some people go to high school as a 13-year-old.
Yeah, I think 13 is freshman,
Freshman,
14,
right?
15. No,
So
no,
then
no,
is
no.
it more-
No.
So is it more
14
like
is freshman, 15,
10, 11,
16,
12 is
17.
middle school then?
Because most people graduate
know.
when they're 17, 18. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it depends on when your birthday falls on.
True.
Yeah, no, listen. So, I guess it's kind of bad because it was a middle school child. So, we got everybody's brain went straight
Yeah,
to
it's
why
like, it's a
did
child.
she need to do this.
It's a child.
Nobody wants his brain to like, yo, it is a middle school child.
But you gotta
Like,
think
you
that
can't
she
just-
actually she has legit beef with a middle school child.
Oh, no, that'd be crazy.
Like,
That'd be like, you
she
talking about
obviously
me on
did.
Facebook, bitch.
She-
No,
so
that'd be crazy
okay,
if it was like,
this was planned clearly because if not, nobody just drives around with a boxing glove in their whip.
You don't know her life.
Maybe she does. Maybe
No, I obviously has to be premeditated because if she drove around with a boxing glove in her car, she has a lot of other problems that we don't know about. Like, she just be pulling up on people
maybe
want to
she's
fight.
just about that life. She's like, well, you want to fight?
No, she didn't bear. She
Let's
didn't
not
bear
be
enough for
waiting
the
to
child.
use this glove, motherfucker. Like,
And then I don't know the extent of the bruises on the child. So, she's just kind of like bruised up a little bit.
but I feel like that's why she used the boxing glove so she wouldn't leave a bruise on the child.
I feel like some people might feel some type of way because I think a
That's
lot of
really
people are thinking,
messed up.
in no circumstances is it ever okay to put your hands on a child. But we're Spanish. So we grew up a little different, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, definitely growing up. I got my share of spankings, but it's all good.
I got my share of spankings too.
We turned out okay, no?
Yo, I mean, listen, it depends on who you talk to. Some people say that I have a lot of trauma, and now they know where it comes from. No, I'm just kidding.
This got dark.
I'm just kidding. No, it's love. All right, so this week we're gonna do something a little different. After I give the song of the week that I choose as the add to your playlist, I'm going to shout out a local artist who is on the rise. I think you guys should check him out.
Dope.
Moving forward, I want to do more of that. So every amateur artist, if you're local, contact us. If you support the page, we support you. We will give your music a chance and
support where you from, man. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
We from here.
Especially if we like your music, so
if you like
we'll go ahead and do that. We before we give our songs of the week out, we want to thank our live audience. Thank you, Denise. She's
slapped
leaving.
by our studio
our
audience.
Executive producer Bree is leaving. And we're about to wrap up the show in a few minutes,
Bye.
guys. So we're gonna get into the music section of the show. These 2 songs of the week that I suggest that you add. We're gonna do 2 of them for the people. The first song of the week is
what they want.
Called "Hard for the Next," and it's by Moneybagg Yo and Future. You guys want to add that to your playlist?
Moneybagg Yo and Future, you already know.
It's a bop. And the other song is called "Sleep with the Roaches" by Young Dolph and Keith Glock. Those are the 2 songs that you want to add to your playlist this week.
Why the title?
Why is it called that?
I feel like
those songs are definitely hot though.
I know it's
add
a dope
to your
song.
playlist.
I'm not saying nothing against the song. It's the title though. Why sleep with the roaches?
I understand, but they definitely, they're definitely fire songs. Trust me when I tell you. And this week I want to give love to a local rising artist that I think you guys should check out. He has music on all platforms. His name is Candine Infinity. That's like Kanye, but Conde.
Nice. Okay.
Conde Infinity.
I get it. That's dope.
And
I like the name.
His music is streaming on all platforms. His YouTube page is popping. He has a lot of songs with local artists. And what I really like about this artist too is that he has a lot of visuals. He has a lot of visuals.
You have to, that's dope because a lot of people don't, like you have to have visuals nowadays.
For his music. So he actually puts the work in. His visuals are lit, and so check out his music, guys. We're not going to tell you whether you should like him or not. I like him. I enjoy his music. You guys should check him out, especially if you're in the South Florida area and you're into that. He has a South Florida him.
Support your local artists, yo, for real.
So all local artists again. Hit us up. We'll shout you guys out and put you on our show. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Ray has to go. He has things to do tonight.
Oh wow!
He has a date. He has to take his girl on.
Okay, I see how you do.
We gotta get out of here, guys. We gotta wrap it up. It's always been fun. Tonight's show was fun.
Always a pleasure.
We want to shout out Denise for being here. Breezy Bree, as always, was our executive producer. I want to shout out Elias. Thank you for your support. I want to thank everybody for their support. Shout out to
Marco. Happy birthday, kid.
Happy birthday,
22.
Young King.
Enjoy it, man.
Happy birthday, Young King. We're gonna start living vicariously through you, bro. Because we're gonna be the ones in the walkers, just telling stories. But you're gonna be the one out there living life. God bless you, King. I hope that you have a great year. People. So we're about to get out of here. And Ray, got anything else to say to the people?
We love you guys always.
We love you. Like, subscribe, comment, share,
thumbs
post.
up.
Oh,
reshare.
I'm also gonna leave you guys with this. And I was thinking, and I didn't ask Ray this, so we're gonna ask him randomly, and I'm not gonna cut this out of the show.
Okay.
I want to do something where we either our first 100 likes or our first 1,000 views, me and you should do a live show on Instagram, live for the people, and then we'll post it up for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds good. All right,
Absolutely.
guys. So you guys get us
100%.
to 100 likes or 1,000 views, either or, for any of our videos, and we will do a live show on Instagram for you guys, where you guys can participate.
You guys can live
You can
speak
ask
to
us
us while we're
questions.
actually speaking.
Yeah,
While
you
you're
guys can
listening
ask
to
us questions, and you guys can see us. All right. So we're gonna be out of here. Thanks you guys for your love and your support. We out of here.
Thank you guys.
Love, love, love.
Peace.
Peace.
Hey, you back there. Mind your fucking business, jabroni.